there is actually a reason that I brought 10 up right
Go
after
on.
we were talking about the word daddy. The reason being there's like an age gap between 10 and scale.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know
Dilf.
anymore, and I thought of you when I read that because I was like, Tammy loves it.
Why?
I was like, I fucking love that shit.
Tammy has daddy issues. Smash! First of all, I'm going to ask you, what's your drink of choice for tonight?
I've got 2.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no brands. I've got a beer. Other beers are available.
Yeah.
And I also have
A Max.
a caffeine-free, sugar-free soda that will not be named.
I love that. And here's one I prepared earlier.
Yeah. Welcome back to my channel. What have you got?
I've got a cider. That's just like, yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Blackcurrant, apple and blackcurrant.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Adult Ribena.
Exactly. I thought I had 2 last night, and I was like, I'm just gonna have one and see how I feel. I want to do the ASMR. Did that work at all?
Not really. All I got was just you looking like really unsure about what's going on.
I put the can really close to my mic, and I was like trying to click it open. Yeah, it's fine.
So, give me your roundup feelings then of the Xaden POV chapters.
Okay. Oh. I have to say,
What?
I feel like, not that I wasn't disappointed, because obviously we left the end of Fourth Wing, obviously in Violet's POV, and everything was kicking off. Now to go back to like chapter 9 as the earliest POV, and hearing Xaden mention Brennan's name so early on in the book, and knowing that he knows that Brennan is alive so early on in the book, had my blood boiling. I have never been so angry at a character that we're supposed to love. And I know that Rebecca has done, like, me and Becky are like best friends at the minute, but also I'm having a big issue with it, because why would you give us those POV and make it obvious that he has known that Brennan is alive for that long? And our girl Violet didn't know. So now I'm like, you know what? Don't talk to him. Don't get back with him. He doesn't deserve your love, trust, and everything else, and your temple. It's just not doing it. I'm absolutely seething.
You have broken up with Xaden.
I have broken up with Xaden, and I think he's a fuck boy. I don't think he can be trusted, and I am really pissed off. I'm really pissed off.
I don't think this is a momentous occasion, because this is the first time that you have been less forgiving than me. Possibly ever, like in our whole friendship.
Yeah.
Like, not even just in terms of books we're reading and making excuses for like morally grey men. Ever.
I know. I feel like trust for me in general, like in relationships, is a really big thing. And I feel like Xaden has really broken our trust here. And it's going to take a lot of groveling to get back on my good books, no matter how fit and sexy he is.
I've like processed my anger. I've chilled out on it a little bit now. Like, I still think that he is going to have to work so hard before me, brackets Violet, forgives him.
Yeah.
I'll be upset if she gives in too easy. Like, he needs to be working for it like two-thirds of the next book before I'll be like, yeah, you can forgive him now. And I also don't want it to be a thing where like you know, she does something that like brings her down to his level, so then it's like, well, you have to forgive him so that because you're a hypocrite if you don't. Like, I don't want that either.
No,
I want, am I making sense?
no, I completely agree. Like, I don't want Violet as a character to come down on the likability scale, basically, just because
just so that we can then all go, you've got to forgive him now, you've got to get over it.
Yeah.
So we're annoyed about Brennan, really annoyed, and also like I'm slightly annoyed that we didn't get to see how that realization for her changed her opinion of Xaden, because they just had the whole like, he just had the whole, I'm gonna win you back, like I'm gonna work really hard, it doesn't matter what it takes, I'm willing to put the work in moment. And then when she's just wavering, it turns out there's this other massive thing that he lied about that he hadn't got around to telling her then. And we don't get to see in that moment whether she is still feeling like, oh, maybe I'll like let you convince me, or if she's like, no, we're done. And I'm like, I need to know. So I'm ready for the next book. Something else that I really wanted to talk about from this three chapters that I did not think I was going to get out of this.
Go on.
I love Garrick.
Yes.
Garrick's great.
He's so funny. Are you talking about the moment?
I wasn't ready for that.
Like when...
all the way through.
Yeah.
I could not have cared less about Garrick in the book. I swear I probably only mentioned him like one time.
I feel like we didn't get enough. Yeah.
And then, in the Xaden POV chapters, all of a sudden Garrick's out here with banter.
Yeah. My favorite part was when obviously Xaden and Garrick sees Dane kiss Violet for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was so funny. I feel like that was the first time we actually got a good impression on him and was like, smash. The bit that I definitely wanted to talk about is the bit around the table when they are in the outpost with Mira. Because
oh yeah,
holy shit, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. I'm doing the same thing. It's like
fizzy.
the bubbles. It's really bad.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to anyone listening who's just going to hear me trying to be really subtle. Yeah. Because I'll think that my friend's not picking it up. And then I did just look down a moment ago and I saw it go, and I was like, oh, I'll definitely call that one.
I'm like, Jessica's definitely hearing me burp. I won't fart on camera, but burping is fine.
Just in jars.
Just in jars. That's like paid. Yeah, and I've got both of. I should have mentioned I've got both of the dogs in the room with me.
I can see them. Yeah. Or one of them. Oh, there's the other.
It's Rambo just trying to. Because I've got my legs crossed. They fight over who's gonna sit in between it. There we go. It's okay. We're here.
All right.
Right. Them on the table, around the table, sorry. The moment that Xaden realizes that he can sort of sense Violet made me giggle, because obviously he wasn't sure. And I feel like obviously one of my predictions was Xaden knows and he didn't know. So it was really nice to see how like, yeah, okay, I was wrong about that from the beginning. But like, seeing him just have a go to see what happened was so funny to me. I was like, oh my God, I love this. That obviously we knew how Violet reacted, but also having Scale like constantly sort of have that interaction with him. She's so funny. Yeah, like she was great.
Exactly what I imagined.
Yeah, She was so sassy. And you know what? I actually felt a little bit sad that we don't get as much of her from obviously like in the main book, at least for now anyway. I have no idea what Iron Flame is going to be like, But yeah, it really made me sad. I was like, oh no, I've actually really enjoyed you so far, and I don't want you to go.
It was really interesting hearing about his perspective in that scene in particular, because he obviously, his whole thing has been very much putting across.
Yeah.
Was that the dog?
Yeah, sorry, it was right next to his face. Hey. Sorry.
I'd just like to clarify that that is the dog before we carry on.
Sorry.
Just in case anybody makes the wrong assumption.
It's me going, rawr.
Rawr. Just me talking about Xaden, you're in the background doing like... don't spit out your drink.
Oh,
Swallow.
I'm good at that.
What's it saying? It's gone. No, wait.
You thinking about me now?
For that time when we were talking about the curtain.
Oh,
Cut all that out. Note to future Jessica. Cut all that out. I think it was really cool seeing the way that Xaden has presented himself in that scene and the way that he came across, which is obviously Violet's perspective, and then getting the alternative perspective there and seeing what he was actually feeling and actually thinking.
yeah.
Like, he knew that he'd put himself between Liam and Violet at that table, and he knew that he was being a bit of a silly sausage about it, but Liam was sniggering.
Yeah.
And Violet was just clueless. She just thought he was being an ass.
I just love
funny.
that, like the underlying, because I feel like it's all little things you do when you like somebody, and like they don't know, like you want to be near that person, you want to, yeah. And I just if I thought it was really cute, because that's not how he presents himself to be, and I was like, oh, he's so cute, and then I remembered how much I disliked him at this point.
Yeah. Oh, he's great. I hate him.
Yeah, literally.
It's like that right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was loads of stuff in the last chapter that I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
Xaden's perspective on Dane's clearance.
Mm-hmm.
Does he actually think that, or is he so brainwashed by Daddy that he doesn't see they're going to use him as a weapon against other riders?
Well, he knows he obviously can't trust Dane, which makes the comebacks that he has so much funnier. Like, even when Dane opens his mouth, Xaden has something to say. Like, Xaden thinks about, like, a response, and I was like, I could relate. Because there are definitely people that I deal with on a daily basis where I'm like, oh my God, just stop talking.
The thought is there, but you're just too good of a person to say it out loud.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Something else about the whole thing with Dane that I thought was really worth bringing up was have you forgotten that you're a squad leader, that you have a very real chance of becoming a wing leader next year? God's help every cadet if that happens. I hadn't actually thought about that. When we did like the roundup of the book and we were talking about what happens next, I definitely was like, I want to see Violet see Dane again, and I want him to process what he's done and the fact that she's standing there in front of him and have to deal with that.
Yeah.
I didn't for a second think that like he might be in a position of really serious authority when she goes back to see him, because he's going to be such a tyrant.
Yeah, and I genuinely feel like that comment comes from like, if he touches you and he instantly can see what you're thinking, there is nobody in his wing that will be safe. Like,
No.
He personal space, consent, whatever, isn't going to exist with him. He will go in there and absolutely destroy your little mind, which is, yeah.
Will he even try and hide it? Or is it just going to be like, no, come here. I'm going to read your memories, but like regularly.
This is why I think he's going to become the bad guy in the next book.
Some people just shouldn't be given managerial responsibility. That goes for like real life as well. FYI. Like, some people just shouldn't be given any power or authority.
Yeah.
It's gonna go really, really poorly. I also really loved. I love that he refers to his dad as Daddy as well in that scene, because like we've been calling him Daddy Dane now for a few episodes, and I am such a big fan of that name. I'm going with Daddy Dane from here on out. Also, we've been saying Tarn wrong, right? Is it Taryn?
So that very attractive man on Instagram that did that audiobook simulation example, I don't know what you'd call it, he pronounced his name in a way that I didn't know words could sound, and yeah, it was like a with the R. And as someone who's not very good at pronunciation, it just made me even more confused.
Yeah, I kind of still want to go with 10 because it
just rolls off the tongue. Yeah.
Yeah, Taryn is a bit...
Taryn.
I don't know.
Taryn.
But I could be wrong. I'm prepared to have a fight about this on the internet, like in good faith. There is actually a reason that I brought 10 up right after we were talking about the word daddy. The reason being... The reason being that it's also discussed in these chapters that there's like an age gap between 10 and Scale.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't know anymore, and I thought of you when I read that because I was like, Tammy loves it.
Why?
I was like, she'll love 10 even more now. It's an age gap romance. She'll freaking love that shit.
Tammy has daddy issues. Smash!
You literally said to me, like, I love the... How good did Tammy impression now? You're like, I love the older man. Like, he's in charge.
It's so true.
The exact words. I rewatched the episode today.
I love that.
This
so true.
Bearing in mind you were actually talking about Dane at this point in time too.
Oh no. That's not good.
And then the last thing that I really wanted to mention was when the wards go down, and Liam has a bit of a spat with Xaden, saying, you know, was this us? Did we do this? Which I thought was really interesting. We've seen enough to know that there's something else at play here that we still haven't solved. There's still some missing pieces.
Yeah.
There's something or someone else still at play.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we know that there are two parties sort of within this war. Maybe even three. Who knows? Because I'm going to assume that the dragons have their own thing going on as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's three parties at play. And obviously, we only know so much, so... Yeah, I feel like it's left us keen to keep reading. I'm very thankful that we don't have to wait for ages for the next two books. However,
I'm so desperate to get started now though, Tammy.
I know. I think this is why I've been in such a bad reading slump, because I'm like, if I start another series, I won't want to keep, like, I won't want to read Iron Flame. Like, I'll want to carry on reading.
Standalone.
Yeah. So I've been really, like, I've been listening to my little audiobooks, and that way I haven't bought anything. I've been waiting, and I am so ready now to... I'm going to buy Iron Flame and Onyx Storm back to back. So,
okay,
I'm gonna explain sort of the red to green situation. So, Stealing My Heart is like absolutely lovely, love them to bits. I think they're a great character. Even are you Dane's dad and Dane?
listen, I fucking hate you.
Yeah, like that, the worst of the
Okay.
worst.
I
Yeah,
get it. I'm ready.
right.
I think we should just go left to right and see who comes up randomly one at a time.
Riddock. We'll start with Riddock.
Riddock, possibly Riddick. For me,
Riddick.
I don't know how you feel about him, but I feel like he's a tolerable.
Yeah, I feel like we've not really had. We don't have anything bad to say about him. We don't know much about his personality either. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I also didn't find him that funny. I know his whole thing's supposed to be that he's really funny, and I was a bit like, about him.
Yeah, no.
So maybe he'll
fair.
get better. Room for growth.
Room for growth. I agree. Okay, and Dana.
And Dana.
I want to give her total sweetheart for now. But I don't know, because it also annoys me how she doesn't sometimes listen to Violet at all.
I think I want to say total sweetheart as well, because I liked her better than tolerable.
Yeah.
I feel like I loved her loads, and then she's been knocked down a little for me because I'm still angry at everybody who kept stuff from Violet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's really bringing a lot of people down for me.
I know. Yeah, I feel like she comes off across as like the good girl, you know, like
Yeah.
the sweet, adorable one that everybody loves. But actually, yeah, she definitely came down on my books because she liked Violet and she felt so comfortable.
Yeah.
With it all.
But let her get away with it because she's a baby. Like,
yeah,
she's still a child.
Yeah, exactly.
I still love you, Andana, but I'm not gonna lie. That's taking the shine off you a little bit for me for now.
Yeah. No, I agree. Okay.
Okay.
Violet. Oh,
Getting my heart.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, I've come out at the end of the book so like protective of her. I love her.
Yeah.
She's amazing. It's tough though because I know she's not going to be my absolute favorite of the book, so it's hard for me to put her there when I know that there's some people to come that I know are going to top her.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think the only reason why I wouldn't personally, I think she sits a total sweetheart because she's actually no, I would put her in Stealing My Heart because she's come so far in this book, and I feel like she was so not frail, but you know she came across as very frail from the beginning, and I really thought we were gonna have one of those protagonists that just didn't achieve what they wanted to achieve, and I feel like Violet has, like, she's done that 360 180 or whatever the saying is, and she's really come out of her shell. She's showing everybody that she actually is this big bad bitch that people should be scared of.
Yeah.
And
she's Buffy. She's Mulan. I think we should put her up there.
Yeah. No, I think she deserves it. Right. Jack motherfucking Barlow.
So the way that you've designed these categories, I think we're going to agree. But if it was just like a favorite to least favorite, I thought we were going to fight because I was going to put Jack quite high up.
Yeah.
And not because I think he's a great guy, but because I really love a good villain, and he has annoyed me significantly in a way that I appreciate. But obviously, I'm putting him in the who even are you category because he's the worst.
Yeah, I feel like
really fucked me off.
And the thing is, I feel like initially I kind of understood why he was angry at Violet, because she basically like diminished him right from the get-go. You know, he was coming across as like this cocky guy and all of this. And then it just got like weirdly petty and angry. Okay, I'm glad we agreed with that one. Scale.
It's a tough one because I wouldn't call her a sweetheart, but she is more than tolerable.
Yeah. I think
I think I want to put her higher than Andana. because I vibed with her. I'm just like all the dragons. I'm annoyed with her, but I vibed with her.
Yeah, because I love her personality. I think she just cracks me up. I do think Scale is a girl's girl, and one of the reasons why I kind of was upset is that obviously we don't really get her point of view, and like the whole lying situation. But I am interested in seeing sort of where she stands.
Do you want to put her below Andana? Because I want to put her above her. I'm thinking if we put her above her, we put her to the left. If we put her below, we put her to the right. See?
Yeah, like that. So we have Scale
Yeah,
and then Andana.
What are we putting her higher or lower than Andana for now?
Higher.
Okay.
So closer to Total Sweetheart, if that makes sense.
Maybe once we've got everyone in there, maybe we'll have a quick review and just be like, do you want to change anything?
My antivirus has just popped up on the screen, everybody. I'm so sorry.
Oh, McAfee. Nobody likes you.
Xaden Riorson.
Oh, okay. You tell me what you think and I'll tell you what I think.
Right now, I would put him on I Can't With You. And I think part of me created this one for Xaden himself. Because I was like, he's not like I dislike you, or who even are you angry level. It's more of like, I like you, but you have made me so angry that I don't want to deal with you right now.
I think that you are going to genuinely start a fire on the internet.
Oh my God.
If we put Xaden in I Can't With You. Because so this is really funny because I genuinely thought we were going to put him in the top category. I was going to put him in the top category for sure.
Yeah.
But again, he's not going to be my favorite. The hardest bit for me is like which side of Violet he goes on, because I'm still absolutely livid at him, but so far I'd still put him as my favorite. Are we going to average him out and put him in tolerable?
Ooh. Yeah, because he does not deserve to be a total sweetheart. Oh, actually, no, I don't know. Because now I just remembered that.
You would kind of describe him as a total sweetheart, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I'm like, oh, he like cleaned her bedroom and like got her flowers.
What? Like, if you truly feel this way, who am I to tell you differently? You know?
Yeah, I'd like.
If I'm green and you're orange,
yeah,
we'll average it out at yellow. If we can't find a
middle ground.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I have backed Xaden up this entire book at times. Well, yeah, most of the time.
You've been his number one supporter.
Yeah.
You've been his lawyer. You have defended him to me.
Exactly. And I just feel like it was a punch to the gut, and I feel like it's too fresh, you know? I'm not ready to rate you right now.
You feel betrayed.
Yeah, I do feel betrayed. I would put him on Stealing My Heart, but also I Can't With You. But I will put him on Stealing My Heart after Violet.
We're putting him below Violet right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Dane's dragon.
Dane's dragon calf.
Yeah.
Like meh.
Who even no.
I have to say a word like meh.
Yeah.
I can't with you, because I'm just gonna be a really bad person and assume that she is just Dane.
Yeah. Oh, Rhiannon.
Like, total sweetheart.
Yeah.
I want to put her above Scale. Big fan of Rhiannon.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that she ends up like wing leader eventually.
Yeah, she really deserves it, to be fair. Like, I fully agree.
Yeah.
I think out of all of Violet's friends, she's definitely one of my favorites.
Definitely.
10.
I want to put 10 in the Stealing My Heart category, above Xaden and below Violet. I'm annoyed at him. but I think he's like, he gets away with it a little bit with me because I've just enjoyed his banter so much and I like relate to him a lot.
It's giving dad vibes, you know? Like, you don't always agree with your parents, but they're only trying to do the right thing. Sawyer.
Tolerable. Like, I don't think I've seen enough of Sawyer. I put him above Riddick. He annoyed me a little bit less. He seems like a great guy. He's been like the least present of those three.
I really like him.
If you want to put him in Total
A
Sweetheart, go
sweetheart,
ahead.
yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
he needs to be at the top, but I think he's like,
No.
yeah. Okay.
Good vibes.
Imogen.
Imogen. I'm not liking Imogen. I'm just going to say right now, I'm not liking Imogen. She was just starting to grow on me.
Yeah.
And then the whole betrayal thing came out, and now she's in my bad books again. She's on the sofa. I want her to be in I Can't with you, but I think I like her more than Kath.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you. There is something about Imogen that just doesn't do it for me. Obviously, General Lilith, starring Gale.
Tolerable. Because like I just don't really know what I think of her yet.
Yeah, okay, I'll put her on there. I feel like if I was doing this on my own, I would be like, I can't with you. I'll probably put her on I Can't with you, just because in my mind the red flags are literally waving in our faces, but again, we don't know enough about her, so I'm just a little bit concerned, but she is tolerable as well so far, so I agree.
No, you're persuading me. You're persuading me. Put her in I Can't with you, but put her above Imogen because Imogen's just fucking me off.
Yeah, okay. Liam, oh my god, I love him.
Top, absolutely, like completely at the top.
Liam,
my favorite,
has to be the best
wins.
character like ever. I love him. I cried. I was like genuinely physically reacting to that entire section of them and the Griffins, and
I'll never get over him. I will never move on.
No, definitely not. He will forever be my one of my, maybe not necessarily, I wouldn't classify him as like a book boyfriend, but definitely as like a protector.
He's like the book boyfriend that got away.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. No,
We'll be thinking about him
forever,
years from now. Like, I don't think anybody is ever going to knock him off the top spot.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Mira. I think she's a total sweetheart. Really? Why?
Yeah, I like her in principle, but she hasn't really made me love her yet.
Oh, okay.
I feel like her best moment was in chapter 1, and I just was not attached to anyone at that point. So
yeah, so I have a thing that I have been sitting on and wondering. The book that appears under Thingy's pillow. What's her name? Oh my god, Violet's pillow. You know the book that was
Brennan's journal. Yeah.
I have been wondering, was that actually Mira that put that under, or was it Xaden from Brennan, and then to make it seem like Brennan wasn't alive and that came out of nowhere?
I love that because she never actually has a conversation with Mira about that journal that we see.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
So I was like,
what a cool theory.
Would that be like the hint maybe that we have that it came from Brennan? But obviously she doesn't question it. She just assumes that it came from Mira. And obviously in that journal, Brennan is speaking to Mira. It never goes on.
Yeah.
Like Mira never leaves Violet any advice. It's always Brennan giving Mira advice.
Yeah, I mean, we get in the chapter 9 Xaden POV, we get that he was never gonna kill her. Like, he knew it was the worst move, and all of his separatist kids have paid the price, so he was never going to do it.
Yeah.
So knowing that, it's like, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe Brennan did ask him to put it there, and
Yeah.
he did it, and
'Cause
that would make us want him to forgive him a bit more. He could say that to her to try and win her favor back a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Garrick.
Yeah, I want to bump him up to total sweetheart after the POV chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe above Sawyer, but below Andana.
Okay. Yeah. Fair. Yeah.
I know we were like, Sawyer, he's great, but he's like, there's a lot of room to grow. He's sort of, we have not had much from him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I feel like Garrick's made me laugh a lot.
Yeah. 100%. I agree. Bodhi.
Tolerable. Bodhi said almost nothing in this
I was
book.
gonna say, Bodhi literally like just doesn't exist.
I think we just need like a space for people where we just have no feelings about them.
Yeah. Brennan.
I'm gonna put him. I actually do want to put him in Adorable Disaster right now because I like him in theory, but he's pissed me off already. I only just met him.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like obviously he cares about his siblings. He cares about the bigger picture. He cares about helping others. However, why the fuck are you lying to your siblings that you died? And your father.
Yeah,
your father basically died of a broken heart because you apparently died.
Yes. Like, I'm also aware that I don't have his side of the story at all. So I'm annoyed at him until further notice.
Yeah. Liking the episode? Let us know how we're doing in the comments below. But please, no spoilers. And don't forget, you can find us at don'ttell_theboys on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and YouTube. We're all over the place. Make sure to follow us to stay updated with your new book besties. Where are we?
Oren.
I don't remember who that is.
He's the one who tried to kill her in her sleep.
Oh God, who even are you?
But I want to put him above Jack.
Yeah.
Wait, do I?
Oh.
It's tough because, like, technically I would say Jack is worse than Oren. So if that's the way we're doing it, then that's how we should rank it. But
Yeah.
I liked Jack more, as in I just enjoyed
Jack as
what
a
he brought to
villain.
the plot.
Yeah, I do get that. Yeah. I think Oren was, not great. Not great.
What are we doing? We're putting him above Jack just for being slightly less horrendous?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At least he went after her. He didn't succeed, but he physically went up.
He gave it a go, like, fair play to him.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. General Malgren. I would put him intolerable, I feel like, again, we don't really know what's going on. I don't think he's likable, but I don't dislike him either.
Really? Adorable Disaster.
He goes in the middle. Yeah, I don't think he's like, at least we don't know any of the bad things that he's done as of yet.
I just got really, really bad vibes from him.
Yeah.
I think he's the next villain.
Oh.
Probably. Well, I wanted to say Daddy Dane, but
Daddy Dane.
Yeah.
Or like Dane's actual dad.
I want to put him below Lilith because I still at least have a little bit of hope that Lilith might sort it out.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'm happy with that. Jacinia.
Meh. Like, tolerable.
I think, yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much level with Bodhi. I feel like we didn't get much for her.
Yeah, she seems like a good friend though, of Violet. Like she actually cares.
Yeah.
But that's it really. And what really hurt me was that I was really hoping that we were gonna see Liam and Jacinia like bond, because
Hang
obviously
out.
she's a scribe, so it was like forbidden. Obviously that didn't happen, so heartbroken. Obviously we don't really know much about Jack's dragon. I'm very
Let's put Bade in adorable disaster. Like Bade, you know, I just feel like she just didn't get it right. Like she's a bit
yeah.
of a mess. She chose wrong, and she's just, but she's just she needs to sort it out. But she's a bit of a mess, like in terms of her actual self.
Yeah, and I think I want to highlight the disaster in the adorable, just
Yeah,
because I was wondering, do dragons hold grudges?
I don't know, but she's just been one big fail so far, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Maybe,
So I would be,
probably.
go on.
Oh wait, no, there was no thought to finish.
Oh right, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if Bade came back with a grudge or with like vengeance. But that's obviously only going to happen next year. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I feel like it's a bit of a meh. Dane.
Dane.
Dane. Oh, Dane. Um,
Dane.
I really want to put him on Who Even Are You?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I should at least do him the service of putting him above Jack
Yeah.
and make Orin like. Do we give him points for intention?
I feel
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like he he lost his ways. And I feel like we have had hints of him not being who Violet thought he was from the beginning. But obviously we didn't know him. Like we personally didn't know him. So it was one of those where obviously that just went straight over our heads.
Yeah.
But
He needs like he. I want him to turn it around, but he like it's going to be a full U-turn.
yeah, I'll be very surprised if we do get a Dane arc. But I'm not actually no, I wouldn't be surprised because it's not a spoiler, but I watched a panel that Rebecca did and she said that she does like Dane. Like she actually
Well, that's
likes
her
the guy.
prerogative.
Yeah. So I was like, whoa, bitch. I know that you wrote this, but we don't agree. Um I
Entitled to her opinion.
yes, as the author, you're entitled to your opinions. As the reader, I'm entitled to mine.
We can agree to disagree, Rebecca.
Yeah. I think definitely, yeah, who even are you?
Okay.
Amber.
Can't with you, Amber.
Yeah, like you tried,
Yeah,
babe.
like
Like,
that's it. What more is there to say?
yeah,
They,
yeah, you tried. You're not as bad as Oren, but yeah, you tried.
the only oh, she was pretty whiny, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna also put
Clyde. Is that?
Yeah, Clyde. Yeah, adorable disaster. I actually felt
Yeah.
really bad for her.
Yeah. Put her above Brennan. Yeah. I felt terrible for her.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. The king.
Not her fucking fault. The king.
True.
I
Yeah,
I kind of want to put the king intolerable just because like I was baffled by him.
yeah. His whole vibe was like, it felt like, you know, in have you ever watched The Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when they like go from like District 12 to like the main bit where everyone's like dressed up fancy and
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot what the
Yeah.
yeah, and he's like everyone's like battling and doing everything for him basically as the king, and he just walks in and it's just like, yeah, I'm the king. You're doing this for me. Like, yeah, I
Do
do.
you want to put him above Riddick? I would have put him under Jacinia, genuinely.
Right.
I was
Okay.
like, my thing with my mate King Towery, or
King.
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I I was more confused after than I was before. And I've been
Yeah.
dying to meet him for ages
Yeah.
to like get a sense of who he was. So to walk out of that afterwards and just be like,
What?
what?
Yeah.
Like
Fully. It was a what the fuck moment. Colonel Atos, Jack's Dane's dad. Sorry.
Daddy Dane, I want him like he's level with Jack for me.
Yeah, he's pretty. Actually, see the issue that I'm having is I don't know what his relationship with Lilith is, and I also obviously we're not going to find out in this book, but what will happen when Lilith finds out that Daddy Dane and Dane basically almost killed Violet?
Yeah. I agree. And I haven't figured out how much I think Daddy Dane is, making decisions as part of his
own agenda
circle.
Yeah.
And how much she's doing on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because also you have to remind, obviously, is a colonel below a general?
Yeah, I think he's below Lilith.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the person who wants her job.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. At the moment, he's on, who even are you?
Yeah.
Day. Liam's motherfucking dragon. I'm gonna
total sweetheart.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like I only because I didn't know Day enough to put him in the top category, but he seemed like a lad.
That entire scene where he was literally fighting for his life, fighting to stay alive, I personally would have put him in Stealing My Heart with Liam, because I just don't feel like they deserve what happened to them. And at the end of the day, they were both basically just trying to keep Violet safe. And I love that for them. But yeah, no, I'm happy to keep him in at Total Sweetheart.
I don't know that I can put him above Scale and Andana though.
Oh, okay.
Only like
Yeah.
I don't know that I could do that. Because I didn't even hear the guy speak. So
true.
Like it's hard for me to.
Yeah.
He's gone in really high up for a character who gets no lines.
I know. He was literally there just for the vibes.
Yeah. I reckon we're good with that.
Yeah, okay.
This me up for ages now.
This is our final tier, I guess. So just for our audio listeners only, I'm just gonna go through it one last time. So we've got in the Stealing My Heart category, Liam, Violet, obviously, Ten, and Xaden. Woo! Total Sweetheart, we have Rhiannon, Scale, and Dana, Day, Garrick, and Sawyer. Tolerable, we've got Riddock, Mira, Bodhi, Jacinia, and the King. Adorable Disaster, Clade, Brennan, Bade. I really hope I'm pronouncing these right. In the I Can't With You section, it'll be fine. In the I Can't With You session, General Lilith, Sorrengail, General Melgrin, Imogen, Kath, and Amber. And the Who Even Are You? Dane, Oren, Jack, and Daddy Dane. Which brings us to the end of this segment. If you don't agree with any of our opinions, please comment, share, I don't know, interact with our posts and let us know where you would put these characters using these categories. I would love to know. We would love to know.
So, some of our worst predictions, shall we say? So, we got really hung up on Violet having a serious illness that was going to be unearthed. When it turns out that she's just a bit of a prawn cracker.
A bit of a prawn. Oh.
A bit of a crumbly biscuit.
Shortbread. She reminds me of shortbread. Yeah.
Uh-huh. She just snaps like a twig. And we got super hung up on that and just completely ignored the fact that like she's got silver hair and that doesn't really attribute itself to any serious illnesses in real life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Thought that was worth mentioning. I also thought I should call out just like my Jack predictions.
Oh my
Like
God, yeah.
the level of unhinged that I got to with Jack, and the fact that I predicted his death every single episode, and the one episode where I didn't predict his death was the episode he died.
That was
And
so
I'm now
funny.
convinced that he's not even dead. Like, I just had no instinct with Jack whatsoever. None.
Yeah. I love that it was just like wishful thinking and then all of a sudden he's dead.
Yeah. My absolute denial of Xaden's hair fetish.
Yeah.
Like, I was so convinced that there must have been something else, some other reason that he was just staring at like the silver ends of her hair. Nope, he's just a strange human being, and he just really loves like a braid.
Yeah. I
Silver
love
braid.
the braid.
Also we got I wanted to give a shout out to your prediction in episode 2 that when Violet bonded with her dragon, her hair would change color.
I don't know. I really thought it would. I thought she was either gonna go full silver or yeah.
Just some of these are so funny. We made some amazing predictions.
Yeah,
Some
we
of these
did.
really got me. I also really loved your theory that Violet's inside voice was actually her dragon. She just didn't know she was already bonded. Like those came in as a pair as well. They were brilliant.
Thank you.
I've also got I want to give an honorable mention for bad, just general bad decision making in this podcast to myself, for saying that I thought Dane's power would lend him well towards a military police role. Given what he then immediately, how he then immediately acts,
Yeah.
in what's effectively a military trial.
It was just yeah. I feel like that was a goodish, because at the end of the day,
I mean,
it was using his powers, but
it had some
Not for good.
foreshadowing. It's just
yeah,
it didn't age well.
no, not at all.
Good prediction shout outs. I'm pretty pleased not only with the fact that I predicted that we were not the good guys from our very first episode,
Yeah,
and also predicting not only that Xaden would betray Violet, but that the dragons were in on it.
yeah,
So I'm pleased with myself there.
yeah. You
I
did well.
wanted to give you a shout out and say that you called exactly how Violet bonds with her dragon and Jack dying during that process, except that it was Tynan. Like, you got it down to an absolute letter how Ten and Violet would bond and that Ten would then kill Jack, except that it was Tynan.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I was quite impressed with myself.
And the fact that you knew that everybody would be able to speak to each other in their minds once they were all bonded, despite pretty much no evidence to that.
Yeah, that was a complete guess.
Like, that was pure telepathic intuition between you and Rebecca Yarros, frankly. Like,
Maybe we're
I don't know where it came
connected.
from. You just knew.
Yeah, I just knew.
And at the time when you came out with that, I thought that was honestly one of the maddest theories that you come up with. So you were 100% right. And like, I had to hold my hands up and say, I did not know.
And that was a genuine, like, honest guess.
It was a great guess. A couple of other honourable mentions here. When you said in episode 2 that you'd have to beat Xaden's power with light. Just an honourable mention there, given we had that conversation way before we figured out that Violet's power was lightning, and I just thought that was worth a mention.
Yeah.
Also, me saying no means no about Dane asking to leave in episode 2, that aged surprisingly well, given that I feel like the whole theme of Dane's relationship with Violet really boiled down to no means no at the end of all of it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even talking about the memory reading at that point, but like I said it, and it really became the defining topic.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was a really good one.
I also thought I should give myself an honorable mention for saying that we'd finally had the full scene set and we were about to start getting attached to characters that will die the very same episode that Liam was introduced.
Yeah. I had a hard moment.
I said it, and then shortly after we were like, this is Liam. And
yeah,
I'm not happy about it, but just there was a really nasty sense of irony.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my little prediction throwback.
I love that. I thought that was quite good. It's crazy how, like, although we had some wild predictions, some of them were pretty close, or at least it opened up the discussion where we were like, no, this could lead to different things. And yeah, I thought it was quite good. We did really well, considering. Do you want me to read some of my would you rathers? Because they are quite funny. Or like, they're really random. Like, really random.
Okay.
And there's only
a new segment?
This is...
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, we can't... yeah, it depends.
Might crop up occasionally. Give me a would you rather.
Okay. Would you rather have your soul bonded with a dragon that has the emotional maturity of a toddler, or be stuck with a griffin that insists on singing Baby Shark non-stop?
Dragon.
With the immaturity of a toddler?
Yeah. Do you know why it's no contest for me?
Go on.
Because all of my nephews and nieces have gone through the Baby Shark thing, and I couldn't cope after it happened with the first niece.
Oh.
Like, 3 nieces and 2 nephews later,
yeah.
I just can't. I'll give me I can deal with the toddlers, just not the Baby Shark.
That's so funny. I think I would go for the Baby Shark, because I'll join in. When I've got a song like stuck in my head.
Though.
Yeah, when I have stuff like songs stuck in my head, my boy gets really angry with me. And like, because I'm trying to think of like random TikTok ones. I will just start. There was the give me yeah trend where they're like, give me yeah. I was just running around the house out of the blue, just being like, yeah. And it got to a point where my boy was like, you need to shut the fuck up right now. And that's
divorced you before we're even married.
Literally, it was like, you need to stop. Right.
I have a really... Do you know what? The moment you said it, I could see it in my mind. You on the back of a griffin, and both of you are just going, Baby Shark.
That's literally me. There is something...
Perfect match, to be honest.
Exactly. And I feel like, especially if you tell me it annoys you, there is no way I'm not doing it again. Like, there is...
Me and my dragon would have insinuated you. We'd have incinerated you. Like before you and I could have really got to know each other.
Yeah.
Like...
Nah, I'm so glad. My annoying personality only comes out after I get to know you, because I'm like Marmite. You either love me or hate me.
I love Marmite, so
exactly
as we previously discussed. Big fan of Marmite. It's good, you have to like keep the crazy in just for a little until someone
exactly. Okay, next one. Would you rather have a magical weapon that only works when you're crying, or a sword that insists on being dramatically named every time you draw it?
Definitely the dramatic name. I can't imagine anything more fun than like drawing a sword and having to come out with increasingly ridiculous names every single time. Like, I bring up Buffy way too much, but Glory and the fact that like her minions come out with a new name for her every single time.
Yeah.
I'd love to just like every single time I withdraw the sword, I'm just like, her magnificently scented Dorithicus.
I think that will look insane at war, like during war.
Shiny, naughty feelings causing one.
That would be so funny. I think if I was in the opposite side, I'd have to stop and be like, what the fuck?
I feel like you would go for the first option.
100%. Yeah. 100%. I am a crier, and I feel like that is my superpower.
You'd be unstoppable.
Literally, there is nothing that I cry when I'm happy, I cry when I'm sad, I cry when I'm angry. Tears, I am so surprised that I am not constantly in the state of dehydration. Yeah. Let's move on to third one. Would you rather be a dragon rider who can't get their dragon to fly without bribes, or have a dragon that insists on giving you unsolicited advice on your love life?
Love life advice.
Oh.
I don't think it would be a deal breaker, provided that the bribes did not start to get out of control. It's like, because, you feed like a horse sugar lumps.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I could handle a slightly love-hate relationship with my dragon.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm very, very used to people offering me advice I never asked for.
Yeah.
It's just Tuesday, isn't it?
I love that. Right, okay. Last one.
What about you?
Well,
Yours?
I would say I would have to go for the bribe one, I think. Actually, no. I think I would go for unsolicited advice, because eventually I would run out of bribes ideas. I'd be like, what can I do to like bribe you? So I think unsolicited advice.
I think you'd love the second one, because I think that the dragon would regret offering after a while. Like, if the dragon doesn't know why it keeps doing it, because it always regrets it. You'd be like, yeah, do you know what? You're so right. And another thing.
I feel, yeah, 100%. Yeah, that is me down to a T. I need advice. Yeah. Anyway, this isn't a therapy session. Let me choose my last one. Would you rather, okay, last one. Would you rather have to endure an entire week of being in the same room as Xaden while he broods and sulks in silence, or spend a day with Violet as she accidentally causes a magical mishap every 30 seconds?
Wait, would you say it's one day with Violet?
Yeah, one day with Violet.
Or 1 week with Xaden?
Yeah.
Are there board games?
Oh, that is so not what I was thinking of.
If there are board games, or like if there's a Game Boy Advance,
Yeah.
Xaden. But if not, if I've got fuck all to do, Violet. Have I got my Kindle?
I feel like if you're with Xaden, there's other ways that you can keep yourself entertained.
Not if he's brooding over Violet. I'm not getting involved in drama.
But maybe. You never know.
Okay, well, we know which one you're picking.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of our Would You Rather segment.
I loved that. That was great.
That was funny. Thank you.
Can you keep coming up with those for every episode? Because I'd be useless at that.
I'll try. I think yeah. Because it is hard to do it by chapter, but I'll try.
So, fuck, marry, kill.
Go on.
I've designed them to be
Go on. Sorry.
difficult, varying degrees of difficulty. But the first one I think is a nice one. So,
Yeah.
fuck, marry, kill. Violet, Rhiannon, Imogen.
Kill Imogen.
Yeah,
Fuck Violet. Marry Rhiannon.
that's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah.
That was quite an easy one.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
All right, nice, easy one to start with.
Okay.
The next three are harder,
Okay.
but also more fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck, marry, kill. Jack, Tynan, Oren.
That's dreadful. I feel like I mean, there's no good choice anyway, but uh, I'd have to kill Jack. Fuck Oren. Marry Tynan.
Whoa.
I'll be honest, I remember very little of Oren and Tynan as characters, except Oren tried to kill Violet. And I feel like the only reason why I would say fuck Oren is because he obviously goes for what he wants. So, I don't know.
Why kill Jack and not marry him?
Jack is definitely not marriage material or ready for a relationship. Or I wouldn't be surprised if he hates women in general. So that was an easy choice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have done it almost the same. Slightly different. So I thought about this. I also would kill Jack.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think he'd kill me if I married him. So
Oh God. Yeah.
life or death decision sorted. He might kill me during sex. So again, I'll kill him. It's just the safest thing to do. Like,
It would be one of.
do you think he's ever? I just think he's ever had sex. Like, I genuinely, because I think he's such a psycho. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if he just has no drive. Like, he's just.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to
What
go
is
into that.
this?
Yeah. I have thoughts, but.
But Tynan versus Oren was an interesting one because they were so very similar. I felt like Oren was a little bit whinier, and Tynan was a bit more like thuggish and just like bullheaded.
Yeah.
And for that reason, it's no good choice. For that reason, probably fuck Tynan, marry Oren, because I feel like marrying Tynan would be like that guy who just says like, "Oh, can't say anything nowadays." Like, but he's like that from the get-go. He doesn't become it as he ages.
Yeah.
Like
that's
he's
just what
already
it is.
that way.
Yeah.
That's Tynan. So I'd genuinely rather be stuck with somebody a bit whinier, because at least I feel like I could probably get my way some of the time. Whereas with somebody like Tynan, it's just like every single time you sit down with them, he's like, "Oh, fucking women," and like, "Oh, feminism's the problem these days." And like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
no.
Makes
I
sense.
thought about that more than I thought I had. So, two more.
Go on.
Fuck, marry, kill. General Melgren, General Sorengale, Colonel Aetos. I'm loving the look on your face when I'm reading these out to you. Like, you're just dying inside a little bit.
Yeah, because these are really hard. I would say fuck Daddy Dane.
This is going to make a really funny sound clip. Because people will think that you're calling Dane Daddy.
Yeah, no. Dane's dad. Daddy Dane.
You don't know which way around to do it, do you?
No, I really don't. I think I would marry General Malgren. Because like I said, at the minute, I don't know where I stand with him. I would kill General Sorrengail because, let's be honest, she's not exactly a great parent figure. And I think she's a lot eviler. That's not the word. Evil. She's more evil than she seems.
Yeah.
And then I would absolutely smash Daddy Dane.
I like this one was really, really hard for me because like genuinely I couldn't think of a way around that I'd be happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say marry General Sorrengail because at least she's already been married and had kids once, so she's proven that she's been in better places. Like they said that she kind of turned really stone cold after her husband died and her son died.
So you think you can fix it? You're like, I can fix it.
I'm saying there's at least evidence that she can be fixed. That's what I'm going on. I'm gonna say fuck General Melgren because he seems angry and that might be fun one time.
That's what I want for the rest of my life.
That's all I know about him. So it'd be fun to find out.
Maybe.
Kill Daddy Dane because he seems slimy and slippery and not in a good way, Tammy. I feel like if Dane's anything to go on, Daddy Dane would keep me like chained to the kitchen sink. I'm not having that.
Smash.
So
sorry.
So it's got to be a no for me. Like it's just a full-on no. I don't trust him.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Yeah.
This one, I love that we disagreed on that one so hard, and yet both of us were equally unhappy with our own choices. Last one. Fuck, marry, kill. Jack, Dane, or Daddy Dane?
Kill Daddy Dane. Smash Dane. Marry Jack. I know. The idea of having somebody just like, I feel like every relationship has secrets, whether you like it or not. Okay. And I feel like it's such an invasion of privacy to have somebody being able to like just go through your memories like without permission. So I think I would smash Dane and marry Jack. Because in my mind, I can fix Jack. In my mind, I'm like, I can fix you. This is the kind of, I know. This is how I am, okay? I'll probably end up divorced and absolutely heartbroken, or dead, like we said. But in my mind, I'm like, I can fix you.
I've been speechless for a full 3 minutes. I don't think I've done that to you before. I like, that's just so far from where I thought you were going to go with that.
Really? Maybe I'm being just too literal. But yeah, I don't know. I think I would still go for that. Yeah.
I just love that, like, after we've already discussed that, like, Jack would probably kill you if you were to marry him. I love that you'd rather that than like have somebody read your memories or lie to you.
Yeah.
Well, you were like, do you know what? Unforgivable.
I feel like
I just need you to cut the clip out where you say, I feel like I could fix Jack, and just put that out.
I feel like I could fix him. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed thinking about this. I really
do you know what, that I genuinely thought this one was unneeded, but actually has given me my favorite response so far. I love that, because I would have killed Jack again for the same reasons.
Okay.
Fuck Daddy Dane, marry Dane.
Really?
But kind of for the same reasons that I chose between Tynan and Oren. Like I said, I feel like Daddy Dane would chain me to the kitchen sink. Like, I don't think I'd be able to change him for the better. I think that's a done deal. It's never getting better. Whereas with Dane, I feel like he has the opportunity to realize that he's wrong.
Yeah.
Still.
So, okay, wait, I've got...
I love that you and I disagreed on this one so much.
Yeah.
It's so much fun when you and I just don't agree.
I haven't hear me out for Jack, though, because in my mind, in this situation, okay, in my mind, let's just ignore the fact that Jack tried to kill Violet, okay? What's wrong with him?
Okay, I'm cutting all of this out because I don't want you to get cancelled.
No, I think it's a dark romance in me, like the dark romance lover in me, because I'm very like, you know, I'll be like,
Jenny, you'd put Jack on the smash cake.
Yeah,
I love that.
In my brain, I'm like, right, okay, if I die, if Jack killed me, it would be on like an accidentally choking, like in the bedroom accident.
Like you die happy.
I'll die doing something I love. So
okay, yeah, this is real.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, and now if you told me like as Violet Sorrengail, how would you vote? Then I think that would be different. But as myself, I can fix him.
We should sign off because we're done. But I was also going to say, I'll say it as part of the sign off. But I think that brings us to the end of our special episode.
Oh. It's the official ending. Yeah, it's big. I'm actually really glad we filmed this, like a special.
This is the official end of season 1 now. Special episode included. We will be announcing the launch date of season 2 very soon. So yeah. Don't worry, we will be telling you about Iron Flame soon enough.
Yeah, we will be back. I was going to say we will be reading on, because there is no way we're going to put these series down as of yet. Yeah.
If you ever wanted proof that we're actually going to do a season 2, just bear in mind that like we're not reading the next one.
Yeah.
I'm shocked we haven't started it already. Honestly, it's constant willpower for me not to start the second
has taken me so much not to start the second one yet. Yeah.
We will be doing this.
Yeah. 100%. We are not going anywhere. We're here to stay. And on that note, thank you so much
for
joining us for the first season of Don't Tell the Boys, and hopefully you'll stay for the second one.
Yes, please. Come back and see us eat our words, possibly, as we read the second book.
Love that.
On that note,
goodbye.
We'll wrap up and say bye.
Bye. Join us as we read and react to Fourth Wing for the first time. Find out if I loved it, if Jessica hated it, who's hot, who's not. We'll also be doing other fun things like character rankings, fuck, marry, kill, would you rather, and answering your questions. Follow us across social media at don'ttell_the_boys. And finally, please rate our podcast after you decided you like it.